Welcome all. So we are learning big data analytics subject, and this is for SEM 7 computer science and engineering students. Current discussion is from unit 1. Like we last time covered few basics of Hadoop, different types of analytics, various definitions of big data, what is 5e. So in that continuation only, today let us understand installation of Hadoop on Windows environment. So I installed Hadoop on my Windows machine. Whatever steps I followed, I'll just try to put forth so that you will also be able to do it on your machines. So today's discussion is installation of Hadoop 3.3.0 on Windows system. For this, I referred this YouTube video that is by Programming Epitome YouTube channel. So they had suggested not to install 3.2.1 because of some bug, and they had suggested installing 3.3.0, and these are the recommended steps. First, you need to download Hadoop, download JDK because you need JDK for Hadoop, install Hadoop, then you need to set the environment path for Java and Hadoop, use bin folder or Hadoop, configure the edit files and configure Hadoop. So this is the link which is used, hadoop.apache.org/releases.html, and in that you can see that I found 3.3.0 was not there, so I went for 3.3.6 and I clicked on this binary. So once I clicked on those binary, I got this next link. So I can see this next link as the tar file, the zipped file. So I downloaded that tar zipped file. Post that, so let us check our folder also. You can see here I have a folder called as Hadoop 3.3.0, and in this all these files are there which I had extracted, and similarly you can see here there is Java also. Okay. So but let us follow the steps mentioned here one by one. So once we downloaded the tar file and extracted the tar file, we are going for JDK installation. For installing JDK, use this link oracle.com, and in that Java SE8 archive downloads.html. There, as my machine is a 64-bit machine, I took this option, and once I clicked on that, it asked me to sign in for Oracle account. Post that, I downloaded Java and installed Java, which is just a click next kind of steps. Once I did that, in C directory, I created a folder by name Java. Let us look at. This is my C directory, C, in C drive, I have a folder called as a Java folder. So that's what was the step being mentioned. So, okay, so you can see here the same screenshot I put, that claiming that in C I have my Java folder. Once I install JDK, after installing JDK, I need to move JDK to the Java folder which I created and delete the Java folder which was created in program files. Let us look at that. I go here. I know that in C I have created a folder called as Java, and in folder called as Java I copied this. I moved this JDK 1.8. But let us also confirm in my program files whether Java folder is there. You can see here now Java folder is not there. It means I complied to this step which I am mentioning. What is the step? First you need to install JDK, move that to a Java folder which I have created, But I also need to delete the Java folder which was there in the program file, which was there in the program. The proof of the same I am mentioning here. You can see here, this is my program files folder. In the program files folder, there is no such folder called as a Java file. Java. It means I had deleted that Java from program files. Once we are done with installation of JDK, what we need to do is we need to set the environment variables. Okay. For that, we need to go to settings and go to edit environment variables options. Okay. Go to edit environment variable options. So let me check. So, or I can go directly here. So you can see here my environment variables. These need to be edited. These need to be edited. Let us look what is happening here. Okay. I went into system properties, and in system properties there is something called as environment variable, and this is what is the interface for the environment variables. In the environment variables, you need to check or you need to create these two variables. One is Hadoop home, the other one is Java home, and you need to set their path like this. You can copy this path by going to that particular folder and taking the path. Say for example, I want this path, okay? So I'll go to C Hadoop 3.3.0 bin. I can go to C Hadoop 3.3.2 and bin, and this is my path you can see here, okay? This is the path which I can take, and the same path I need to give it to the Hadoop home variable, and I need to give the JDK path to Java home variable. So basically these are the two variables which need to be created. Let us check if these two variables are there with me. You can see here there is one variable called as Hadoop home. For this I set the path C Hadoop/bin, and there is one more variable called as Java home. For this I set the path C to JDK 1.8 bin. The path variable should look like below. So you have program files till Java path, then you have JDK 1.8 bin, Hadoop 3.3.0 bin, and Hadoop 3.3.0 S bin. So the similar kind of path should be visible to me also. You can see here JDK bin, Hadoop 3.3.0 bin, Hadoop 3.3.0 S bin, and this is my Java path. Okay. Once we are done with that, we have to go to command prompt and type Java C to check whether Java is working correctly or not. So I did that, and I found out that Java was working correctly. You can have Java check like version and so on. Now please remember that once you finish that step, you need to extract Hadoop, because Hadoop you downloaded, which is a tar file, and to extract the Hadoop tar file you must compulsorily have 7-zip file manager. I didn't have 7-zip file manager, so I downloaded it. Now it is there, 7-zip file manager is there. So, and when you are using this 7-zip file manager to extract Hadoop tar files, you have to extract twice, because inside the extracted file there is one more tar file. That's the only thing. Once you are done with that, you have to copy paste the same folder into C drive. So let us look at the C drive, and in the C drive you can see that we had copy pasted this extracted Hadoop 3.3.0 folder. We had extracted Hadoop 3.3 and copy pasted it. You can see here the same path I am showing you. There is my C drive. In the C drive I have my Hadoop 3.3.0. Also you have to go to etc folder and check these files. The files which I highlighted: yarn site, HDFS site, and so on. Rather, I'll show which files I need to be edited. I'll show you directly in the desktop. See here, there is a file called as Hadoop environment file. There is a file called as Hadoop site file. There is a file called as yarn site file. There is a file called as mapred site file. And there is a file called as core site file. These are all XML files. And if you look at them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these are the 5 files which we need to edit, So I'll show you one by one. I have gone to the first file called as core site.xml. Let me open that here, and you can see here that these are the 2 lines which were added up, okay, to make the settings. So same thing will be visible here. In the core site XML file, we made these 2 properties to be added up. One is default and the other one is the local host. After that, we have to refer the map reduce site. So this file, map reduce site file, and we need to add this property. Okay. So the same thing is visible here. These are the 2 properties which need to be added up. Post that, we need to go to yarn site.xml, and these are the 2 properties which you need to add up. Okay. I'll show it here also. On the yarn site, these are the properties which were added up. You can just copy paste them. After that, the next file to be edited is the HDFS site.xml. So, but before that, you need to create a data folder, and in the data folder, you need to create 2 folders by name data node and the name node. So you can see here in my C drive, there is Hadoop, and in Hadoop folder, there is data folder. In the data folder, I created 2 subfolders called as data node and name node. Let us check. So let me go to Windows, then let me go to Hadoop. In Hadoop, let me go to data. In data, you can see here that I created 2 nodes, 2 directories, data node and the name node. Now, what is my target? My target is to edit the HDFS site.xml file by adding these properties. That is, name node is there, data node is there, and the replication factor. By default it is 3, but I am saying that I don't want 3 copies on my machine. So I change the replication value to be 1. So let me check whether the same thing has happened here also. See here, the replication value is 1, and these are the properties for the name node and the data node which were added up. The next file to be edited is the Hadoop environment file. And you can set this path of Java home to be by extracting the path from that particular folder of JDK. So let me check here my Hadoop environment file, and you can see this is the path set. So you need to also configure your SBIN folder. You need to set the path, okay, and the configuration files need to be copied in the bin folder. So once you are done with that, you need to check whether the installation is successful or not. For that, give the command like start DFS to start all the daemons. Okay, so type JPS, type localhost 9870 in the browser, and your screen should look like this. So in a nutshell and in a very brief way, I tried to explain the effort of installation on my machine. I still need to verify whether my name node is working or not, my Hadoop is working or not. Okay, best of luck. You also try on your machines using this record.